are a multitasker, we can say.
नहीं यार, I just do a lot of things that I enjoy at that point. That's it. So I don't really schedule anything.
Okay.
मतलब वो काम पे होता है obviously. If there's work, I have to do it.
Yeah.
But I think I just do things that I enjoy. I really enjoy, and I enjoy a lot of things. It just boils down to that. Nothing other than that.
Yeah,
So-
we know you also do music, right?
Yes. So my uncle plays the guitar, so I play the guitar. So a lot of things have been passed down. So I just believe that, like I said, network is your net worth. This is
True.
all it is. So if all of what I am right now is obviously a lot of what I've read, what I've spoken to, who I've spoken to, and what has been passed down to me through their learnings, through what I have learned, what I've seen them do, and that's what builds my net worth.
So you don't multitask. Like, then what are your views on the hustle culture? Because hustle culture is something which is quite in trend.
True.
And you know,
Yes.
many people are like, karna hai meko. So what are your views on it?
Hustle culture is nice, yeah. I like the fact that students are so ambitious about it. I love it because it's genuinely the most beautiful thing you can see. Because people who are willing to work, willing to dedicate themselves for something, people would expect that Gen Z is not dedicated, they're chill, they're all that. It's
True.
not true. Gen Z, if anything, they're extremely dedicated towards things. But I only fear that the only basis for hustle culture is competition. That shouldn't be the case. Because if you're hustling to beat the other person, what about the other 10 who are trying to beat you?
Yeah.
How are you going to deal with
That
that?
makes so much sense.
So I think hustle culture should always be about being true to yourself, doing better than what you could do. Or
So
let's say
treating yourself
it's
your
just
own
that.
competition.
Absolutely. So I think hustle culture should be about that, but I don't know how true it is, because the number of students I've interacted with, I have realized that they're ambitious about it. They're pretty good. They want to do something. It's a good thing.
Okay.
I am just worried that slowly it might turn into, because of the competition in the world right now, because of population, because of people in our age group who are
Yes.
also competing for the same role. I believe hustle culture will end up becoming about competing against each other.
Against each.
And that will be a problematic thing, because you might beat the next person, but what about the 10 others who are right behind you?
True.
That might be very toxic in nature. I don't think anybody should follow that. Not students, at least. Not
Yeah.
so young.
Nice. So again, talking about your firm, how do you envision your firm in the next 5 years?
5 years, I want to be bigger than LinkedIn.
Okay. That's a
So-
nice goal.
I think so to give an explanation for that at least is because LinkedIn is about people who want professional networking, right?
Yeah, true.
Right. And it's open for everybody, likes it, everybody is on it and all of that. And
Yeah.
LinkedIn is huge. Okay.
It is
LinkedIn
huge, yes.
But we live in India. India ka student base is huge.
Oh yes.
So your target market is India.
India.
It's India. So
But-
it's countries like India. So Brazil, India, Philippines, Singapore, Malaysia, Canada, USA as well, thoda sa.
Yes.
EU, a lot of students. And okay, how often do you use LinkedIn? Not that much. Like if you want to update something, you'll update, you'll
yes.
leave it, and then you'll go ahead.
Yeah.
Correct. Not like, which year are you in? I think you're second year,
I'm
right?
still in second
year. So until your third year, when you actually have to go for placements, you don't really care about it.
Exactly.
You will do it when you get your placement. The moment you get your job, you don't look into it again.
True.
So what we are trying to do is build an ecosystem. So no matter which part of your life you are in, you can always come back to this. So from 18 to 24, you are in the part of the Connect platform where you can connect with students. You move out, you can come back as a part of the Grow platform where you can help startups grow. You can be a mentor, you can be an investor. So no matter where you are, that ecosystem is there. And that is why I believe the market that India provides right now is absolutely phenomenal. Trust me, the surveys that I've read, the articles that I've read have shown me that India is very, very nicely the next hub of the world. And that is why bigger than LinkedIn.
You do have a great market base here.
Yeah, a lot. In no matter what you do, you want to sell pani puri, there's a huge market base, right?
True.
You do no matter what, there's a huge market base, and I think no other country can provide this.
You can tap the great potential in India, right?
Exactly, and
Yes.
I think that is the reason why we started. And the grassroots level of it, India has a lot more to grow. So we already know that India is growing exponentially. That's still a certain part. That's only like 30%. There is another 60% of it which is not even tapped.
Tapped.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the moment we do that, it's amazing. It's gonna be amazing.
Nice. So lastly, would you like to give an advice for the student entrepreneurs?
Okay. Yeah, genuinely, I don't think I'm credible enough for it. But again, from
But
my
still, any
experience-
tips or
from my
any suggestions
experience,
which you want to?
I would say give your families thoda sa time, because trust me, it becomes very. You will also go into a little bit of guilt. Ki yaar, I should have been there. I should have done that. That's okay. थोड़ा सा होता है, that's okay. But I believe it's always about your constant discipline. That's it. Because college mein you have a lot of things to do. You have fests, you have your college life, you have studies to take care of. Is that थोड़ा सा discipline रखो बस, and I think everything will pan out. Because still a student यार. Even if the startup fails, it fails. You have a lot more to. I'm pretty sure if my startup fails, I don't think it will, but if it does also,
God forbid doesn't.
yeah, exactly. God forbid doesn't, because even if it does, I'm pretty sure I would have learned more than I would have if I didn't have the startup.
Yeah.
So unless you have that, unless you're ready to fail, don't have a startup.
No, failures are your stepping stones.
Exactly. Unless you cannot fail, don't have a startup. That's
Accepting
my.
failures, basically.
I think so. I think accepting will come later on.
Okay.
But if you're not ready to be open to the idea of failure, you can't have a startup. I think that is my biggest feedback advice to student entrepreneurs. If you're not ready to fail, don't have a startup.
Okay.
It'll be very, very annoying in the moment. Like, God forbid it fails.
So getting to a lighter note.
Okay.
So IPL is around the corner.
Yes.
So who
CSK
is
is
your
winning this time.
Okay, no,
Have you
we're not
seen how they're
making
scoring?
no, we're not making any comments on that.
Have you
No.
seen how they are scoring? Oh my God! Ajinkya Rahane
Fine,
is
they are
hitting
presently top of
Dhoni.
the fine. Presently they
Always.
are on the top of the table doesn't mean
Presently, how many IPLs have they won?
I don't know how many has
Almost
MI.
every-
MI has won more than
the
that.
last
Come
time,
on.
last 3 times if I believe, last 2 times as well. Okay, I don't really forget. But see, Ajinkya Rahane, Dhoni, Jadeja, Faf du Plessis.
हाँ ठीक है वो पहले था.
तो अभी है ना.
हाँ,
Dhoni
फिर
is
भी.
still there. They hit the highest amount of runs in IPL 2023 last match.
Fine.
Exactly. CSK is gonna win. Dhoni will, I think, sign off with. I don't want to see Dhoni leave. Yeah.
No, none
No,
of us want
yeah.
to see him leave.
It's okay.
We've grown up watching Dhoni.
Exactly.
So Dhoni and 7th episode.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Much great
That's
connection
nice. Pretty nice.
coincidence we are in.
Glad. At least that way I'm connected to Dhoni some way, man. That's a huge deal. It's pretty nice.
Nice. So one more thing, like we're talking about trust. So if you had to explain trust to like a 10-year-old,
10-year-old.
so how would you do it?
Okay, I would ask them, so you want to color something? You want to draw something?
Hmm.
They'll be like, yeah.
Hmm.
They're like, do you want to paint? They'll be like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I will draw, you paint? You're like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Oh, damn.
Welcome to Truss.
Oh,
That's all.
That's all.
How simple that was.
Oh.
True.
So, because if they want to paint, I'll draw it and give it to them. Simple.
That's really great. So we also know that CBIT has a entrepreneur cell.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And you're the
Vice President.
Vice President.
So tell us more about it.
Alright, so entrepreneurship cell at CBIT has been from 2014. We've had a lot of events. We have been a part of ISB's technological entrepreneurship program, a lot of programs as well. And we have a flagship event coming up called Entrepreneurship Conclave.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
And it's gonna happen in June, in the month of June, July, the very last week of June. ideally. And yeah, we are hoping to see around 150 student startups coming up, because as a student entrepreneur, as a vice president, I believe that, like, the executive board believe that it'll be best to focus on students for now,
Yeah.
because we always see a lot of high end, very well established speakers coming. That's okay, that's a very good thing, but I genuinely wanted it to be a forum to showcase student entrepreneurship. That's what we're working on right now.
Give them a chance.
Yes, yeah, I think that platform matters.
True.
So if they can, if CBIT with the legacy that it has, if it can provide it, I think students will enjoy it, and that's what we're working on it as well.
Nice.
Great. We similarly have a cell in our college as well. It's the Bhavan's Entrepreneur Development Cell.
Yes.
And our flagship event is much similar like yours. It's called Entrepreneurial.
Correct.
And we have successfully hosted 5 editions.
Oh,
And we are
wow.
coming up with the
Amazing.
6th edition, Abhi.
Nice. I'll definitely participate.
True.
Let me know when.
Nice.
Yes, we will. So previous episode was very successful. We had 100+. We had to stop the registrations
Yeah.
Oh my
forcefully.
God.
Like
On the day.
Wow.
we didn't expect such a wide, participation. And at one point we were like, nahi, abhi aur nahi hoga, and we had to cut it down.
My God.
I think
We were getting
amazing,
registrations
man.
like
on the day of
yeah,
the event too.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so we had to, like-
but we couldn't, so we just had to forcefully cut it down.
Oh,
So
that's nice. Next time, we'll see if we can do it bigger.
True,
Let
yeah.
me know if
Sure.
CBIT can help in any way possible.
that's
We'll
yes,
definitely.
we'll collaborate and have something on a greater
Absolutely.
scale. Yes. So it was great talking to you.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you
Thank
so
you so
much for
much.
taking out time and coming with us on board
you
with
so
the
much for inviting me.
podcast.
You
Yes.
got to learn a lot.
How was
Oh,
your
for sure.
experience?
It was amazing, and I thank you so much for inviting me. First of all, it was
Okay.
an amazing opportunity for me, for Truss as well. It's still growing. I believe that I'm still very young to be given this privilege to be a part of a podcast like this, to being invited to a college podcast. It's amazing. It's very nice and very sweet as well of you guys. And I just feel that if student entrepreneurs are listening to this, they know that if one person can do it, they can as well.
True.
Just that there's so many case studies to look at. If I fail also, you can still look at me and be like, this is why you failed, you do it better.
Yeah.
Always
Do
an
then don'ts.
opportunity.
Nice. It was great talking to you.
Nice, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank
So
you.
much.